To even start a 100% run of Zombies Ate My Neighbors, the player is required to get a bazooka or a monster potion in the first level. This is manipulated by starting the run on the frames that the aforementioned items would drop from the trash can. Instead of timing the start button press on the character's select screen correctly, I'll demonstrate some buffering setups in this video. As a disclaimer, this was tested on SNES 9X 1.6.0 and the Faust core of Bizhawk, not on a Super Nintendo console. From my testing, the drops on both emulators mirrored each other perfectly, and if SNES 9X 1.6 is accepted as accurate among the speedrunning community, then theoretically this can be replicated on console as well. Let's begin. Currently, the two practical setups I've come up with require a second controller. To have a monster potion drop from the trash can, hold start after the Konami logo so LucasArts is skipped on the first frame. On the following screen, hold start on P2 and down on P1. Continue holding start on P2 to enter a blank password and return to the main menu. Now hold a face button on P1, and I chose Y because it's close to the start button. This will select start on this screen immediately. Quickly switch to the start button during the fade out to select your character on the first frame. If done correctly, holding up left from here will drop a monster potion. A slightly less practical setup is for the bazooka. Skip LucasArts like last time, continue holding start until the character select screen shows up. Don't worry about pressing it for too long, as the game will not allow start to be buffered on this screen if start was used on the main menu. That's why we needed to hit game start with a face button for the last setup, wait out the character select screen until it fades out, and hold any button to skip the following demo. Now for this one, we're going to let the title screen go crazy here and have the entire sequence play out. Towards the end of the sequence, begin holding down on P1 and a face button on P2. This will ensure that as soon as the options appear, we'll be brought to the password screen. Switch to start on P2 and enter the blank password. Once again, we're waiting. Let the title screen automatically bring you to the character select screen, or start can be buffered to select Zeke. This takes approximately 50 extra seconds to set up, but will net you a bazooka every time. Another cool thing is that this setup can lead to some useful drops in the cabinet next to the baby. That's a topic for another video though. If 50 seconds seems like a bit long, the fastest consistent setup I found for a skeleton key is just shy of 3 minutes. There is a lot of depth to buffering strategies, which is again too much to cover in a demo video. For this one, hold start to skip LucasArts and watch all the other stuff. Then instead of skipping the Fish and Crypts demo, watch the entire thing. It takes forever. Then at the end, hold start on P2 as soon as Zeke enters the door so you don't see the score screen. Keep holding start on P2 for the main menu, then hold start on P1 to select your character. And as a side note, P1 has to select the character for all these setups because P2 doesn't start on the same frame as P1. Rip Julie. My next priority is likely looking for a faster way to get a skeleton key for any percent. I hope this video was helpful, thanks for checking it out.